Hello, and welcome to what is currently Bramber. Now, I know the title says it's walking up the Adur River, but to see the bit I wanted to see there, the best place to park is in Bramber, because from where I live it's about 2 buses. And considering that's £3 a ticket, that makes it a total of £12, which is a lot of money. And I also wanted to go into Lance this afternoon to see Lancing play. They recently, the manager quit on Monday, I think it was, or Sunday. And their interim assistant manager quit yesterday. So they're in a massive crisis and they could use all the support they get. Although it could be a massacre because they lost 6-0 at Pagham on Tuesday night. So I think they got some serious troubles. If I had a football channel or football vlog thing, I'd probably talk about it more, but I don't. So I'll probably not mention it much more. Anyway, I'm here in... Sorry about that. I'm currently in Bramber. I'm about to get out the car in a minute. Hopefully it's not too windy, so you'll be able to hear me talk. I'll show you the sights up until the river. Fun fact, I actually done a video about Bramber on my travel channel. I'll put a thumbnail up on the screen about now, and there'll be a link in the description if I remember to put it there. I'll stress the word if. Sometimes I forget. Anyway, without further ado, let's go explore, shall we? Now this is the car park I'm in. I'll show you because you've got vehicles all around. This is a free one. I'll put a map. Put a screenshot of the map on Google Street View so you can all see where it is in case you want to come yourselves. Or even better, look. This isn't the walk I'm taking, by the way, but you start there roughly in this car park, and I'm going up across the bridge to Upper Beeding and all the way up there for a distance. I'm not doing this one today. So I have walked along there before, so it's nice. St Mary's House is worth visiting too if you can get a chance on Sundays. St Bottles, if you remember from the Windy Day Village, or the Windy Day video I should say, and Bramber Castle, well, what remains of it anyway. You might remember if you ever followed my travel channel. Another handy thing about parking is they got a toilet right here. So if you need to go, here's your chance, just before. Now I will say I do like Bramber. It's one of those old places that I just like walking around. See, some people will go to Europe to see a place like this, or mainland Europe I should say, and walk around it and think this is beautiful, they should have stuff like this, but they do. Here at home we have it. We have plenty of places like this. They do around Sussex anyway. I think Kent is the same. Not sure about the other Kents, but I'm sure they are. Wait for this. Oh. Got a pub here and there's another one further down. I'll walk along and show you a bit more. I can at least get to St Mary's, that's worth showing you. This is something worth checking out. If we can wait for this one to walk past. Admittedly, I don't know my pop culture, but I think that's meant to be Taylor Swift in the corner there. I think. Quite fun. Ooh, look at this. It's pretty cool. This is why I love Bramber, because you see stuff like this. Although it looks like some of those stuffy old villages where people would freak out if they see an outside of it. Most of these places are pretty cool. There should be more of them really. Okay, that's new. I don't think you've always been able to walk to the Tea Room Cafe from here. I went there. I had a cup of tea and a cake. I can't remember what cake I had, but it was really nice. Then again, you'll be hard pressed to find a cafe like this that doesn't have anything like it. And this is St Mary's. I'll show you. Obviously you can't get through this way. It's only open on certain days, but it's worth seeing if you're in the area. Look, I'll show you. Look. That's where it is. There you go. Does it say where? Does it give opening times? Let's have a quick look. There we go. Open afternoons. May through to September on Thursdays, Sundays and bank holidays 2 to 6 PM. There you go. That means I don't really need this leaf. I'll leave it to someone else that wants it. Just got a weird look from someone when I walked out. They probably thought I was talking to myself. See? Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Ooh, holly berries. I'll give you a fun story. Walking up country with my first girlfriend. She actually tried these. They were horrible. I said I would not try one because people don't eat them. So I figured there's a good reason. I don't know if they're poisonous or not because she's still alive. So obviously no, and I don't think she was sick at the time. But they were horrible. So that might be why people don't eat them. If you know, let me know in the comments. This is St. Mary's, I'm sure they won't mind me. It's free advertising. It's a good day. It's a good afternoon out if you get the chance. Unfortunately, they're not paying me for this, but if you are watching St. Mary's, I will take payment for promotion. I'm more than open to selling out. Now that is a footpath that can take you south if you wish to go that way. There is the river. Not exactly a beacon of beauty. I don't know if that's natural like that or not really. Well, I say river, it's probably a little stream connected to it. I've no idea if it's meant to look like that naturally or not. You're really asking the wrong person. Okay, you've seen me walk around Bramber. The bit you didn't see was just houses, nothing interesting. I thought I'd show you this bit though. The crossing into Upper Beeding. Hopefully this wind isn't too windy. Let's have a look. Someone's coming, so I'm going to switch off and walk past. So it's a strange thing. They were halfway across the bridge, started walking to me, and about a second later it just disappeared. They either went down that little path and I didn't see it, or they're waiting somewhere to ambush me and mug me. If you're watching this, then you know they didn't mug me. Or if they did, they didn't take the phone. Damn this wind. So, you can tell this is Upper Beeding. It's across the other side. And the wind has died down for a few seconds at least. It's a nice little place, but we're not going in there today. Today we're going up here. And walk up, walk past these two women, and hopefully see some more Adur River. James out for now. So this is the Adur River. Runs all the way from Stretham up to somewhere. I don't know where. I've never really thought to look. I'm not going to walk the entirety of it. In my life, I'd probably not. I suppose that could be an interesting thing I could do. Raise a bit of money for charity. Walk from the source of the Adur down to the other bit, the end. Although, is the source of the river the bit where it starts in land, or is it where it ends on the sea? So I've never quite figured that bit out. I've looked at it a few times, but I never remember. Okay, there's actually gorgeous. A lot of joggers today. Now today I didn't go jogging because I woke up, I was planning to sleep in late and come down here. But this wasn't plan A actually. Plan A was Upper Beeding and Lower Beeding. I was going to do that video one day. I've been planning to do that for about 2 months now. I think it's about 2 months anyway I've been planning to do it. I was going to go Upper Beeding, then Lower Beeding. 2 villages, 1 video, both called The Beeding Connection or something like that. The video would not have been as smart as it sounds, but it would have been a fun project for me. But I decided I didn't quite have enough time because I wanted to be back in Lancing by 3 o'clock to see a game of football where they'll probably get massacred. I told my dad I was going there today and he said, good luck. I don't think there's much else one can really say about that. But still, it's a nice day out. It's slightly windy, which is a shame. But hopefully it doesn't ruin the video. Although it does kind of annoy me because I was hoping to get the selfie stick out at some point and record myself. You know, you can actually see my face talking, but I don't think that's going to happen today. So you saw the bit with me in the car, so you know roughly what I look like today. You just have to imagine my face there. Although why anyone would do that, I don't know, but you never know. So you can hear the wind creeping in now. I mean, if I had a proper camera with a proper microphone, it probably wouldn't be so much of a bother. So now you can go into my editing software and put in that high pass thing and the reduced noise bit to make it better, but it doesn't really work with this phone so much. Well, not quite as much as the YouTube tutorial said it would, but that's probably because it's a 4-year-old phone. I mean, I could get a newer one, but I like this one. It still works well. So I'm going to keep it for a long time. I have no idea what work is going on here. Don't think there's anyone here to ask either. Hopefully it's not the end of the pathway. Kind of looks like it could be. Really hope it isn't. Let's hope it isn't. Now those houses you can see in front of me, I'm going to presume are past Denning. Bramber's really just one road with 1 or 2 closes coming out of it. That's about it. I mean, Upper Beeding's a fair size bigger, but that's over there. There's the church, which you would see if I ever do the Upper Beeding and Lower Beeding video. Footpath closed ahead. Now what the hell does that mean for me? Does that mean I can go round? I'm guessing I can. Okay, the buildings ain't proper, because look. I'll see if I can get going 2 times, look. Brick walls. Wonder if that, could that be a bridge maybe? Because I know Google advertises a bridge being round there somewhere, not too far up either. Or it could be further, I can't remember. I only had a quick look at the map. Okay, looks like I can just go round it that way. Yeah, looks like they're doing the same properly here. Judging by that, I'll say it looks like they could be putting a bridge in maybe. I don't know where else it could be around here. I mean, I suppose they could do something with flood prevention around it, but I don't know what it's like round there when it rains a lot. I really don't. So, let's go round. Oh, didn't expect that to be such a dip. Well, I should have looked. Okay, the wind is starting to come up a bit now, so I'm going to stop recording and I'll meet you later on. So I've been walking for an amount of time. I can't actually tell the numbers because I didn't really check the time when I started here, and I've been walking at varying different speeds throughout. This is also the first moment where the wind has kind of calmed down. I can see stuff blowing, but I don't know if that's because I'm somehow shielded from it here or something else entirely. And since that last jogger I saw, I have not seen a single person. Not a single one, not even on the other side. Seen cows. Well, I'm assuming cows anyway. See, it's not behind me either. It's strangely isolated. It's kind of creepy actually, I will admit. As I was saying, I have no idea how the distance or how long, because if you have a look there, I'm kind of having to deal with that. That is my main concern. I also have to walk over these. You always be careful when you do this in the country. Just gotta make sure these things are stable, because sometimes these things are like 100 years old and they're not always the stablest things. So you've got to be careful. And in fields like this, you've got to be careful where you put your feet. Because of the cows, but they seem harmless. They don't seem to really care. I guess I see walkers all the time, so it's just another sight for them. And here comes the wind again. Now this wind is kind of ruining today's video, unfortunately for me. Because a lot of time it just means I just can't record because you don't hear anything. Which is a shame. Because it's an absolutely beautiful day. It really is. I mean, look at it. I mean, you can't tell, but that settlement over there is, well, the one just there beyond those trees there is Smaldall, which I went to on a previous video if you remember. Absolutely stunning around here. I mean, look at these views. I would say you can't beat them, but everywhere has stunning views like this. All great up to varying degrees. I mean, the better one really is just down to opinion, but I like this. This is something else. Let's just stand here a moment, shall we? Enjoy the view, shall we? I love how you can see where the clouds are blocking the sun from reaching the ground up there. Really is something else. I know it really is just the, you know, the sun and being in clouds being in the position they are, but it still amazes me to look at, even to this day. It's absolutely beautiful. I do hear noises, like a clicking noise. I hope that's not my phone. Nearing the end of its life. No, I don't think it is. It's just nature. Anyway, it's getting windy, so I'm going to stop recording now. James out for now. Okay, as you can see, I've walked some more distance. Don't know how far or for how long, I've not looked. But I can see a house just where you can't at the moment, but I can see it back there, and I can see a bridge up there, which should mean I should be able to cross over safely. That house there should be Stretham Manor, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's there anyway. I'm assuming that's what that building is there. Look, actually see, but you can see it closer now. Anyway, I've been walking in that amount of time. I've not seen a single person since I entered this room. Actually, saying there's someone over there. Funny that. Maybe he's vlogging as well. Never know. Funny old world if it was. Anyway, I'm assuming that's what it is. I'll be honest with you, I'll be glad to get off this side because the ground is not even at all at the moment. I've almost done my ankling 2 times. You've got to be careful walking around here. And careful is not a word I usually know or think about. But with any luck, I'll be able to walk over that bridge so I can turn around or something that looks a bit better. That bloke appears to be a jogger. I keep walking, and you can see the other side. You might see him walk past. Not that I wish to invade upon his privacy, of course. There's another look at the house. I'll get a close up. There you go. It's red. Proper traditional brick. What else up there? It's a nice day. I've been walking for an amount of time. Should have really timed it, thinking about it. But all I do know is that I should probably turn around there and head back. Especially if I ain't going to see Lance this afternoon. I would like to. They do need our support. And anyone else who's in the area, I mean, although you won't be able to do it today because this video will not be coming out on the day the game happens, but if you're local to the area, give them your support. Heck, go support your local team anyway. Your little local team. You know, they need it. And they do appreciate it a lot more than a lot of the bigger teams do. Oh, look at that, another person up there as well. Don't know if you can see him from here. He's just appears to be walking there. Now, it turns out you can walk across the bridge. That is good. That is great news. Well, people, there's the view. Enjoy it where you can. Or even better, if you're in the area, walk it yourself. I've noticed a few public pathways going off from the river, so there obviously are places further north from where I started that you can join. So you should check out if you can. And cyclists as well. Without talking, not saying anyone, then I just see 3 people in the space of 3 minutes. Well, I assume it's about 3 minutes anyway. Judging by the fact I haven't seen any of those other 2 people, I'm guessing they're going the other way, which is good. It means I can carry on recording for a bit. Something worth thinking about in case you do come here. Don't know if anyone really actually bothers to go swimming around here. I would say I wouldn't, but then again, I don't swim in general, so I don't see the point personally. It's not me. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just not for me. Then again, I really think about it. I have the same things for coffee as well, and mountain climbing, and a lot of things actually. Alright, let's have a look. Gate is locked up, I can see, so there should be something here that lets me walk over. Climb over, I should say. Yes, there is. Ooh, would you look at that? Proper one. Oh, almost fell over there. Gotta be more careful. Ah, there's the 2 people I saw. This is probably why I should turn around there. I'll show you what's here though. The polite footpath is something I can carry on with. And that down there, and that over there is the Downs link. Let's go and walking. And let's hope the wind doesn't ruin this. Here's the River Raider, going further north, I presume. I assume it keeps going north from here. Honestly, I don't actually know whether I'm pointing north, south, east or west at the moment. I presume I'm going west at the moment. But knowing me, I wouldn't be surprised if it's something completely different. Right, we're not going on the downslink, people, so we're going to head back down south. Back down the other side of the river. Back to Bramber, which is where this side of the river takes us. That's better. Oh, this is a nice flat surface. I can feel it. You probably can't tell by looking, but this is a nice flatter surface. I'm right head over that side. Okay, it's getting windy now, so I'm going to stop recording for now. Okay, so I'm further upriver now, as you can probably tell. And look, cows. Hello. I hope you don't mind me vlogging, dear. I'm going to take your silence as a yes. Look at them. Eating grass, such a simple life. It's alright guys, I'm moving on. They look at me like I go on and get the thing I'm not entirely welcome. I'm sure they don't mind being filmed then. Do they? Hello. And again, what do you do? It's like people, I suppose, you just look out and say hello. Just like I do with people. I'll try and keep my distance from this one down there. I don't know how they react to me getting too close, it might get a bit funny. So far they haven't expressed any displeasure of being filmed, just bemusement. I assume they don't mind. Got sheep over there, look. See? And the thing's right over the top of this one. That bill was the value of the cows. Wasn't scary, but it does smell a bit. Let's take a quick information says I haven't set anything, which is good. Bye cows. Don't know when I'll be back, if ever. Bye. I had to show you that, and as it's getting windy, I'm going to stop now. As you can see, I'm kind of blocked off it. It's not like the other side where there was like a way round, but there doesn't seem to be one here. So I'm going to have to find a way in, which I think is down there, and through. See if we can do this. Well, I've got to this way because there's no way I'm walking all the way back up there and back over the bridge. Okay, this isn't actually as bad as it looks actually. If I step over here, there's any way to do it. Yeah. I presume is a bridge. Because I'm pretty certain that when I saw a bridge on the map earlier, it was round about here. And it makes sense to have one here because I suppose if you want to get from one to the other, or you're that side and you want to get over to Bramber, you can walk over now. Seems a bit silly though, just putting all this off like this, really. But what can I do? Oh well. Piece of advice for anyone who is thinking of doing this route. One thing else I always say, just be careful if you're doing something like this, people. Please be careful. It says up there, but I don't think you can get in up there. I mean, there's that little bit just there, but still no bit on the other side. I mean, I get they got to do the work and got to keep it safe, but there's got to be some actual route for people to get round. Especially if, like me, you've gone up one side and you want to come down the other. Still, I made it across, which is all that matters. Not much else to say at the moment, unfortunately. Nice day. The wind is holding off at the moment, which is why I'm recording. I ain't seen many people there, I would say that now. Well, not since the bridge. I saw one person since I crossed that bridge, walking past me, and I saw 2 people walking towards there. Oh look, there's someone walking over there now as well. A jogger. I'll turn around so I don't think you want to be recorded. Might not care, but I won't invade his privacy either way. Actually, no, I'm going to stop here for a moment. Get over there and then I'll carry on. James out for now. Welcome back to civilization, people. That is Upper Beeding on the other side. And this side of the river is Bramber. It was a fun day. I made good time. So I'm very pleased with myself and how it all went. Even if the wind did play havoc at times. It was a nice walk, and quite frankly I'd recommend you too would do the same walk if you're here. If you can, of course. I am back in the zone, so I'm going to head back to the car. I'm going to head home and have a cup of tea before the football starts. Actually, let me check the time. Turns out it's almost 2 o'clock, so I don't think I'm going to have time to go home and get a cup of tea. So I think I'll probably just take a slow drive back home and get a cup of tea at the game, I think. Until next time, people, hope you take care of yourselves. Bye.